Welcome back to the first cut. This is the show with me and with Evan and with Daniel. That's and funny. It's the day of the day. And it's today's episode is what is it? Today's episode.
Today's on Dream Pop.
Dream Pop.
I like that. I like
obviously
that style.
Well, yeah, definitely one of the best broadcasters, hosts.
Yeah, for sure.
Of all time.
For sure. What's up, party people? We're going to go ahead and waste no time getting into today's first pick. We have The Early Years, the album Catharsis and Pain in Mediocrity. We're going to start with the first track, Attraction, Repulsion. Evan, how you been, buddy?
Just fine, my man.
Just fine.
Just fine. Yes. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness.
Gross.
I think last time it was you were the one who wanted to stop burping.
The last couple of times
I picked up the fucking baton. It's a drinking game, isn't it?
Yep.
35?
That's 35.
35 drinking game. Okay. And we have to pick a criteria?
Well, yeah. Yes.
What's the thing?
So Evan and I were talking beforehand. I know I'm kind of breaking the meta here a little. Evan and I were talking beforehand, and we're trying to go more do drinking episodes where we try to improve our bad habits. And today's episode, we decided to work on Evan. So I guess number 40 will probably be working on me. We decided to work on Evan a little bit, and to us and to the people at home, Evan is going to have to, we are going to have to take a drink every time Evan interrupts me.
I am a better person because of the podcast.
Every time Evan interrupts me in mid-sentence. So we're not going to take a drink then, since I was in the middle of fucking saying it.
Okay. It hasn't come into effect yet.
It has come into effect right now. So anytime forward.
It's definitely an intimidating one because, I love doing that shit.
You do it probably a lot more
interjecting my better opinions. I love correcting people's opinions.
I probably do it more than I really realize, too, but...
I mean, I guess I don't, necessarily mind a lot of the times when people do that, just because, I recognize that human conversation... obviously, yeah. So go ahead and get sidetracked from music. Let's not talk about music at all. No, human conversation. It's a totally fallible thing. It's a very weird thing. I think conversation is kind of meant to be somewhat fluid, explosive, and just interjections. And someone's always gonna talk louder. Someone's always gonna have be the more boisterous. Someone's gonna be more timid.
Yeah.
It's just I guess that's kind of the beauty of human congregation, but so
I think the difficulty to me in it is that so often, when people do it, especially if it's like I was mentioning in mid-sentence, it kind of creates that feeling of dude, hey, I was still saying what I was saying. Do you care at all about what I'm talking about, or do you just want to talk about what you want to talk about? So I think it can go both ways. Certainly, to some degree, it indicates yes, I am listening, because obviously I was inspired to talk about this thing as a result. But I think when it's you're in the middle of telling a story, let's say hypothetically, and someone cuts you off and that reminds me of this one thing, be all right, so I guess I'm just not going to tell my story then. I
know, yeah. It's tough. I did want to cut you off.
Yeah, I know. I could see it in your face. You're like a fucking dog. It was just... You're when you hold the fucking...
file.
Yeah. Well, I'll count that one. The first one.
Oh, yeah, nice.
But as I say,
a... Huge anyways,
yeah.
I think.
Well, you're on absinthe. Evan's first shot, he's drinking absinthe.
And it's got a little bug in it.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
I'm on that WW.
Whoa!
You like that?
That's got kicked in the throat.
That was straight absinthe, by the way. Not diluted the way you're supposed to drink it. Hey, hang on. I want to get that good cork noise so people know we're for reals.
He just added this shit in post.
Yeah, for sure.
Post pro. Anyways, the music. This is a music podcast for all those who are new. This isn't a podcast where we just interrupt each other and drink fucking booze.
I wish it was.
I wish it was. That's a much better podcast. Yes, Dream Pop, starting off with the early years, Catharsis and Pain and Mediocrity. I think this is I didn't pick this list, but I think this is a beautiful pick. Beautiful pick.
You know what they say, you can pick your friends, you can pick your lists, but you can't pick your friends' lists.
Oh, man, wow, I'm like...
Shit's good,
my head is floating.
It doesn't take much. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like, absinthe is like twice the amount of alcohol
Yeah.
percentage. How's that flavor, despite the fact that it wasn't diluted and sugared up? Not bad, huh?
Yes, it's delicious.
It's a single batch that I got out of, I want to plug them a little bit because they're really good. I got from Victoria when I was up there. Pemberton Distillery, just absinthe. Doesn't have a name. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. If
And
you can find
Victoria
it.
is your friend? Your girlfriend? Your...
Victoria, so honestly, it pains me that you would call her a girlfriend because we're so much more than that. It's actually really disgusting that you would chalk up what we have to just that.
Well, I'm definitely like, oh shit, I just cut you off, didn't I? Okay, we're not gonna...
No.
I can't afford to take another shot of this shit.
I know, man. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
It's a bad
I'll
habit.
be a good, obedient co-host and just listen. All right, go ahead.
Victoria was a one-night stand. No. Obviously, I'm not dating a Victoria. To anyone who might be listening,
Anyone.
Victoria, British Vancouver, Victoria, British Columbia, off of Vancouver Island.
Can you believe this fool?
I know I can.
I love this sound. This is beautiful.
You know, not to diverge too much from the music. Did I ever tell you about that guy I used to work with who had the worst interrupting habit that actually like made me borderline homicidal for a moment?
No.
I ever told you about that? So he would do this thing where like he would interrupt me in the middle of a sentence, but he would do it a lot, and his big thing was just like, I'm just gonna talk louder than you so that you know it's time for you to shut up and to listen to me now. And eventually
Oh my god, I work with a guy like that, yeah.
Well, but here's the thing. By the way, that should be a shot.
I know. The only reason I tried to be super quick, and also it was hugely relevant to what you were saying, and so it wasn't like, oh, that reminds me of this completely other story.
No, exactly. That's the only reason I didn't count it.
I'm genuinely scared. I don't want to keep taking shots of this. I'm gonna get too messed up.
Well, you're on whiskey now, so at least there's that.
Oh, I'm on whiskey, eh? Okay.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say tiny little things where you're like, oh, small question about what you're saying or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna count that. Like major interruptions.
I feel like I have a shock collar on or something every time I interrupt. It's like,
yeah.
Getting a little
God
spank.
damn it. So anyways, I'm glad I burped up that Woodinville whiskey. It's super yummy. Anyways, so this guy, yeah, he would interrupt me in the middle of a sentence. Eventually what I started employing was like when he would do that, and this was the part that drove me insane. Because it was one thing to talk over me, but this is the part that drove me insane. I would be talking, I would be in the middle of talking about something, and then he would go to talk over me, and I would never stop talking. I would just keep talking, and I would talk louder to like indicate, hey, asshole, I'm still talking. Stop fucking trying to interrupt me. But what he would do, and this is the part that really like made me want to fucking rip his eyes out, was that in the middle of me continuing talking, he would just start shouting. He would go, you're not listening to me, 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 and he would just keep doing that until I stopped. No, that's it. That's the whole thing.
Okay.
It just drove me insane.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. I mean, I work with a guy, that
Like a fucking
is
5-year-old.
exactly like that. Exactly like that. It's like, holy shit. You can talk to this guy, and he'll just be like, oh yeah, I was out doing this and this, and it's like, oh, interesting. Yeah, I've done that before. And then it's like, what the? Like, holy shit. It's like you trying to interject at all is like he's like slapping you in the face to be like, no, bitch, I'm talking.
I know people who do that, and that's bad. But like when you interrupt someone and they're like, no, I'm not having that shit, I'm gonna fucking keep talking, and then they're like, I need to interrupt you, it is so important that I interrupt you, shut the fuck up while I interrupt you, is like, you're scum.
Especially too, I find that like when someone actually ostensibly finishes a thought or a story, and then you go to talk, and then they're like I wasn't done. Like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So.
Yeah, when they've got that like 3. And that's another rule of mine too. Is like if I wasn't done saying something, but I had a solid like 2 or 3 second pause, and then somebody's like, okay, so I guess it's my turn to talk now. I make it a personal policy to be like, dude, don't get mad at that. You were stopped long enough that a normal person would think you were done talking.
Yeah, it starts to remind me of like Fox News or something.
Yeah. Listening to fucking Tucker Carlson talk with literally anyone. Yeah, that guy. Fuck that guy in general. Okay, so enough of that.
The music. This is beautiful. Like, this is like right up my alley. This is definitely the kind of like thing I like to listen to casually.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I love dream pop music, but it's also like, a nice and acoustic. I think dream pop sometimes can like veer off into it gets so ethereal that it's like very heady and pretentious, and I feel like this is just like very like down to earth.
Yeah.
Like actually just like really beautiful and grounded.
Yes.
And so I give a solid thumbs up to the early years.
Right. Also, they're from Portland, Oregon, which is pretty fucking cool. And I still need to meet up with Senor Tyler Burns in Portland, Oregon. So maybe you can come down there with me whenever I go, and we can meet up with Early Years and Tyler Burns.
Heard that they have a port there. Did I interrupt?
Yeah. And I'm counting that one.
Okay. At least I'm on whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh
Cheers.
my god, I'm actually kind of scared. Oh! Load up Celery Man. Nude thing. Oh my god, I just rewatched that shit the other day. So funny.
Oh my god. That was the randomness of that. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, it's because I took that shot and then I went, oh.
Yeah.
Like when he sees nude ting. Okay. I hope that anyone
in
the
fuck,
audience
that's funny.
Any sense of what I'm talking about.
This is Tim and Eric, Paul Rudd. Oh, that was funny.
Oh my god. I need to be more on my manners because I don't know if I can afford to.
Ooh. Fucking Celery Man. Oh my god. That's a classic. Print out a picture of Oyster smiling.
Flargenstown. Hat wobble.
Oh boy. Whew.
Okay. What was I going to interject? Oh, not interject. What was I going to add? This artist struck me. It reminded me of actually a local group that I actually really like.
Which group is that?
Hungry Cloud Darkening.
Interesting. I've never heard of them.
You bought me one of their albums one time for my birthday, maybe years ago, and it's Nick Wilbur's band.
Oh, well now I feel bad for saying I never heard of them, but I have never heard of them.
Yeah, and they were recorded at his studio.
Yeah.
And they actually I think they could be an honorable mention. I know I'm a little too late here, but
we can look them up real quick.
Maybe we can inject them into the episode because I think they would absolutely fit into this thing, and I'm sure they're on Bandcamp. And
probably.
and yeah, they make really, really spacey, like ethereal music, but I think it's very much like Pacific Northwest flavored, and that's probably why this strikes me in such a way, is because it's like, being from Portland, it's like, yeah, Portland is like a big city, but it's also very like rooted in like evergreen trees, and very much like as the picture up there, you see in the banner, it's like ferns and just
earth ferns, yeah. And I can't believe you don't like Portland, Oregon.
I'm torn on it.
Torn is okay. Torn is fine. I hate Seattle. I'll fucking voice that to anybody. I'm sick to death of Seattle, but I also live here. Well, kind of live here. I live north of Seattle.
Yeah, a couple steps north. Yeah. So, I know. I guess the older I get, the more I kind of like realize that, I don't want to say I'm a country bumpkin, but I definitely, I prefer the solitude of rural life.
Rural life, yeah.
And I kiss cows every night. I'm just joking. I don't remember the last time I touched a cow.
When was the last time you had a fucking just a wheat straw in your mouth?
I actually made that joke today. I was at Coastal Farm and Ranch picking up a birthday gift for the daughter. For the daughter. And I bought her some water. The water for the daughter. God, that's stupid. I'm fired.
I can't think of anything else that rhymes with that. Otherwise, I would have just kept going.
We were buying her some stuff there, and I was telling the SO, I was like, oh shit, I don't know if I'm like redneck enough to even come here. My cred isn't like good enough. I'm not wearing my boots with spurs. I don't have my my cowboy hat. I definitely, if I could find some wheat out in the field, maybe I could stick it in my mouth and walk around. But yeah, my shit kicker cred is not.
Is it actually her birthday? It's not her birthday today.
Not today, no.
Yeah. It's coming up, yeah.
On Super Bowl Sunday. Chiefs and 49ers. Yeah, who cares?
I know someone who cares.
I slightly care.
Well, I know my girlfriend cares because she's a 49ers fan.
Yeah, that's actually really significant. Yeah, good for her. No, that's awesome. That's I can say from firsthand experience, seeing the team you love in the Super Bowl after a super long time of not being anywhere close, it's really awesome.
Yeah.
So hey, that's cool, man.
Yeah, but we won that shit.
We won that shit, and then we came back next year and shit the bed, baby.
And then we've shit the bed every year since.
Yeah. Anyways,
those fucking sea chickens.
Yeah. Sponsor us, please.
Sponsor us, Seattle Seahawks. Fuck it. We're going for the whole city of Seattle. Fuck you, city of Seattle. Sponsor us. Give me a key to the city.
Key to the city. I wonder what a key to the city of Seattle would be.
I think Fuck You, Seattle could be a pretty cool first cut shirt.
Yeah.
Fuck You, Seattle on the front, and then sponsor us or fight us on the back.
Oh my god.
I like the idea of a sponsor us or fight us shirt. That would be pretty cool.
We're almost done with this album.
Yeah, dude. I think we'll probably wrap up after this song.
Yeah. Well, this has been a very pleasant listening experience.
What chord am I playing?
C, D, E, F, G, A?
G.
Oh.
G, B, and D.
I'm not a piano master.
Okay. It's all right.
I'm still very basic. I'm like, the C is the white key that's just left of the two black keys. So, very beginner.
Yeah, that you are. Back in a second with our next pick, people.
Peace.
Okay, people. We're actually going to get right into the band Evan was talking about, Mr. Nick Wolver's band. Are you fucking interrupting me again?
No! No!
All right.
Okay.
You know what to do. At least I'm at
realize
home.
how good this fucking drinking game would be.
All right.
I guess all I can say is I didn't realize how much of a problem I had.
Okay.
You never know how much of a problem you have until you're forced to drink every time you do that problem.
So we're here with Hunger Bunger.
But this is seriously like really interesting. I didn't realize they changed their name.
What?
Yeah, it says formerly Hungry Cloud Darkening. They're called New Issue.
Is that what it is? Hang on. We're going to take a slight divergence. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you're right. Look at that.
That's interesting. Yeah.
That's cool. I like that name, actually.
I really like Hungry Cloud Darkening. I think that's a good name. But
well, I
can see how New Issue is more... Well, I don't want to presume any reason they changed it, but it's a good name too.
Yeah, sorry. Let's go ahead and start. Clearly Seen by Hungry Cloud Dark. Oh, man. It's going to be one of these.
New Issue FKA Hungry Cloud Darkening.
Yeah. Glossy Recall is the album. So this is Evan. Evan, you have a friend. He made this album. I don't know if you'd consider yourself friends, but you're certainly amicable.
Yeah, we're amicable. We certainly haven't gotten in any fist fights.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah, Nick Wilbur. He's a really, really cool, down-to-earth fellow. And he runs a studio out in Anacortes, Washington.
What's the studio called?
The Unknown. Anacortes Unknown.
Sponsor us or fight us.
Sponsor us or fight us. Just know that if you fight us, you will die.
All right.
Because I go for the jugular.
Yeah, he does.
Anyways. No, yes. Hungry Cloud Darkening. New Issue. Yes.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you bought this album for me years ago. And
you keep saying that.
Yeah. It's for my birthday. And yeah, I was really pleasantly surprised. I mean, obviously you bought it from the business, so it must have been when you were there. And
it would have been a few years ago.
Must have struck you. It must have been on the new releases or local releases.
Hang on.
Pile
so I think probably what it was. First of all, are you positive that I bought it for you for your birthday and not Christmas?
I always forget. It may be for Christmas.
The reason I asked was I remembered talking to Nick, not Nick Wilbur, but Nick at the business in Anacortes, Washington. Sponsors or fight us. I remember talking to Nick at the business and asking, like, saying like, hey, Evan, what do you think Evan would like that he's probably never heard before? And I went there to get an album for both you and Faith at the time. Mm-hmm. And they were stocking stuffers. Mm-hmm. That was the thing. So I put a stocking stuffer CD in her oh boy, in her stocking. And one
I think
yours,
that is
so that's
right.
Why I was thinking, yeah.
I think that is right. What was I going to say? I was going to say something interesting and relevant.
Not sure.
To make myself seem entertaining.
I'm already kind of boozy.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, shucks. And see, I was thinking of something, but I was going to interject to say it, and the fear of getting more boozy threw me off from wanting to interject. But at least I'm pushing myself in the direction of correcting my bad behaviors.
Yeah. Are you gonna share this with Nick after this posts? You should.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I would love to. Oh no, the thing I was thinking of, I remember. No, I was just thinking because you said sponsor us or fight us, and it made me fucking laugh. So I'm just thinking like, God, that would be a good T-shirt. Like you just said, the Seattle, fuck Seattle, but
fuck you, Seattle, sponsor us or fight us.
I feel like legit a great T-shirt would be sponsor us or fight us.
Yeah.
The first cut, like that. That would be a great.
We could have just like sponsor us or fight us on the front in like those big block letters, and then on the back between the shoulder blades, the First Cut logo.
Yeah.
I do want to revamp that. I like the actual like words of it, but I don't like the fucking like dog shit that surrounds it. I got it made on Fiverr, and granted, I didn't spend $5 on it. I spent much more than that, but I just like contracted some dude, and I was like, hey, could you make us like this cool like Art Deco logo? And he's like, how about this? I'm like, that's not Art Deco, but I feel like I'm getting fucking exhausted trying to explain what Art Deco is to you.
Interesting.
I like Art Deco.
I love Art Deco. Art Deco is like one of the most influential, like to me, like just my goddamn wedding is like kind of themed after Art Deco.
You're getting married soon.
Getting
Can
married.
we talk about that?
Tony's getting married.
Tony's getting married.
Yes, I'm getting married to an actual person.
Thank God. This time.
This time.
Last time Evan got married to his fucking left hand. And I said, that's weird.
Every
because you're a
time.
right-hander.
Let me just say this.
I should count that.
When you get married to your left hand and your entire family and friends judge you and like tell you that it's a bad idea, it's really frustrating at first, but then you realize like down the road that they are actually like they're looking out for you. That it's really humbling. So yes, it's nice to actually be getting married to a person who actually has it like different, like a different it's a different person. It's not me. So
You're lucky that's really funny because I should have counted that. Because I was right in the middle of saying something.
I think I would throw in the towel if I had to take another shot right now.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say like, yeah, and you married your left hand, but it's funny because you actually jerk off right-handedly.
Ooh. Woo. Yeah, new issue.
New
I love
issue
it.
/ Hungry Cloud Darkening FKA.
I love it because
known as.
I think what they kind of go for with their sound.
You good?
Well, yeah, I'm just like this is my segue from masturbation jokes. It's like, all right, here we go.
Don't want to talk about that no more.
No, I think they kind of go for like that, like Twin Peaks, like aesthetic. So like the like synthesizers, because if you listen closely, and if I eventually shut up at some point, you can actually hear like these like droning synthesizers in the background.
Well, maybe you should take a page out of your own book.
Yeah, here we go. So,
What's Twin Peaks?
yeah, for anyone who hasn't seen Twin Peaks or know what it is, I mean, I'm certainly not like the biggest fan in the world, and I've never even I haven't seen the whole series, but it's a David Lynch joint. So it's a very like sort of, I guess, avant-garde, experimental kind of show. Excuse me. That it's sort of starts off as like a murder mystery, but it becomes something a lot bigger, a lot more, just kind of out there. If anyone is any bit familiar with David Lynch and his style, they'll know.
You know who loves Twin Peaks?
Who does?
Drake.
Drake, yes. Drake's a good kid. He's got a good head on his shoulders.
He's a good boy. Got much love for Drake Graves. You should check out his new band. I know his band name, but I'm like halfway drunk right now.
Overwrought.
Yeah, Overwrought. That's it. You should check it out. They're good Bellingham black metal.
And now we're gonna do we're gonna show Overwrought here next. So hold on.
Hell yeah, live performance.
It's completely
here in the studio, the new green room tapes.
I was about to like jokingly like do what they sound like, but I'm not exactly sure. Is it just like black metal?
Yeah, it's black. I mean, like, I wouldn't say it's like quote unquote like stereotypical black metal or anything. They got a pretty good sound, but stop that. Yeah, actually, we have two friends in that band. We have Drake Graves and Void, Andrew Shore from Obsidian Needle.
Nice.
Yeah, he plays bass and Drake plays drums. It's pretty cool. You should check it out. Check out Obsidian Needle too, but Overwrought.
Nice.
I think it's all one word, but it's wrought iron, like WROUGHT, not ROT, like rotten.
Yeah. I'm gonna listen to this on the way home.
Do it, dude.
But anyways, yeah, let's move on to.
Yeah, this was kind of an honorable pick, but hey, thanks, Nick.
Well,
Nick
honorable pick, but also impromptu. Like we just
exactly.
stuck this in here.
We just kind of wanted to be like, hey, check this out, guys. Okay, bye. Okay, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay, please stop. Okay, people, Welcome back. We are here with Gifts for the Earth. Velvet Bloom is the album. This is going to be a pretty short pick, so we're going to waste no time getting into it. The Sleeping Limbs is the first track.
Ooh.
These guys are from Cologne, Germany.
I've been to Germany.
Right. That's true. You have been to Germany.
Cologne, yeah,
have you?
Yeah.
Did you get any cologne while you were there?
No, it was sort of a train layover in Cologne.
I can't feel my teeth. You know when you get that, like, you clank your teeth together and you get that, like, vibration up in your skull and you're like, oh. Like, that's where I'm at right now.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's weird. It's probably because I'm tired.
Yeah.
I wish people could have heard that.
Yeah, it's a good pick. I like it. It's very peaceful and, like, I think indicative of the overarching dream pop sound.
Yeah.
Good
I like
hit.
the aesthetic a lot.
Yeah.
I like pastels.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I like pink, actually. I should wear more pink.
Yes.
I don't wear it at all. The closest thing I have is like a salmon polo. And even that's more red than salmon. Pink. It's a good color.
You know, every time I've tried to like buy any kind of salmon-colored clothing, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't suit me. I guess it's not for my my pigment or my body shape or my body type.
I've heard that actually one big thing you can tell like what your color is, whether you're more like warm or cold colors, is if you like, well, I mean, as a white person at least, which you and I both are, if you actually like press your skin down and look at your, you know, the veins to see what colors they appear. If they appear blue, then you're more of a cool colored person, whereas if they appear green, then you're a warm color. So mine appear green.
Is this legit?
I just that's what I've heard. So if yours appear blue, then that would totally explain that. But I think that's more of like, huh?
They are kind of bluish.
Yeah, I think that's more of just like the like whether you're more like peach colored or like, you know, like pale or whatever. Because if you're pale, then yeah, cool colors typically like balance really well.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, oddly, like I wear a lot of like blue, but I don't think I like look as good in it as I do when I wear like red or orange. Well, I never wear orange, but red. Red is more my color, or purple. I wear a lot of purple.
Yeah, I like purple.
Yeah,
it's regal.
That's what I've heard.
Buy a purple mattress. Sponsor us and fight us.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Get that purple mattress sponsorship. We're talking purple mattress. We're talking fucking Dollar Shave Club. We're talking
NordVPN.
Talking Lumosity. NordVPN. We're talking.
Train your brain with Lumosity.
Train your brain with Lumosity.
Use the coupon code down in the suggestion box.
What would our coupon code be?
It would be TFC 15.
Whoa, this is a lot heavier than I realized.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was going to say we're verging into, I guess, into shoegazy territory.
Yeah, they got post-hardcore on their list. That's interesting. What are the other big fucking things that people get sponsored by? Not Coca-Cola so much anymore. I'm getting a phone call. Who's calling me right now? Do you see my phone from there?
Yes. I see who it is.
Thanks, bro. Is it my mom?
Correct.
She always calls me at the most inopportune times.
Interesting.
You have no idea how many times my mom's called me while I'm taking a shit. And I answer every time. I'm just like, hello. What are the other big, like, the big sponsor ones that everybody gets? There's Dollar Shave Club. I don't even think Lumosity is on there.
Card Kingdom.
I would fucking love a sponsorship from Card Kingdom. Card Kingdom, for fucking real. You've heard it here first. Sponsor us or fight us.
I just spent money with Card Kingdom today, my boy.
Today?
Today.
You just bought cards from them.
Yeah, today.
I'll tell you
Sponsor me.
If you sponsor us in a substantial enough way, Evan will start his own separate podcast where he reviews fucking Magic cards.
Yeah.
You've heard it here first. You've heard it here again. Sponsors or fight us. Card Kingdom.
Yes.
But for real, NordVPN's a big one. Probably like the biggest one right now. Dollar Shave Club, Audible, sponsors of Fridays.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I was gonna say Audible. That makes sense.
Absolutely. I want fucking sponsorships. I want money to do the thing that I love.
Ooh.
You know, like for an NSFW podcast, we are actually pretty clean for the most part.
Well,
like you hear me say cunt every once in a while, and I probably just shot every single sponsorship opportunity by saying that right
They were
there.
like coming in about to like land on us,
and
and
like,
we're
whoa. Yeah. They're not Australian, are they? All right. Yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah, no, actually, I feel that a lot. Actually, I don't know. I've had some moments on the podcast that I regret things that I've talked about and joked about that I'm like, yeah, I guess I didn't really want to like go there.
For what it's worth,
because like the kind of podcasts I listen to as a person are not at all like NSFW. Like maybe damn and ass and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But definitely no SPFC, CS, MF.
What the hell are you talking about?
The 7 dirty words.
What was P? Piss?
Yeah, isn't it shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker?
Oh, okay.
Which I know, piss doesn't really seem like a good inclusion.
Well, that's what I mean.
Especially if you're
like,
British, it's like take the piss. It's like,
and if you're Australian, you call your fucking buddies cunt. But that's what I mean. It's like, yeah, we say those words, but like when you really look at like what a lot of other like NSFW, I'll just say not NSFW podcasts, but NSFW forms of media, they'll be like, look at this dude like fisting his own ass, and but I'm like, okay, yeah, we're not doing anything like that.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Still got love for you though, your mom's house.
I'm big on like podcasts I indulge myself in are definitely like not so inappropriate, and so yeah, I try to model myself after that. Sometimes I like to have my cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
Be an indulgent boy. But yes, I am. Yeah, sponsors would be awesome.
That'd be cool. I think we gotta get the followers to be able to get that, but still.
If there's anything I love more than kissing ass, it's NordVPN.
Yeah. If there's anything I love more than kissing ass, it's not having to read a book that I want to read. So let's talk about audible.com. Now here's the thing, like, and that's one funny thing. I think plenty of people are gonna hear this and be like, those guys are fucking sellouts. First of all, motherfuckers gotta eat. But first of all, second of all, like, it's selling out if it's something that you would never actually support.
Exactly.
And let's be real. There's a lot of people who could come to me and be like, hey, would you sponsor us? And I would say, abso-fucking-lutely not. But if it's a service that I would use or could see myself using, I have no problem fucking making money from talking their praises. That's why we talk so highly of Woodinville whiskey. Woodinville whiskey, it's real good corn juice. You've heard it here once.
I
you've
love
heard it here
Woodinville
again.
whiskey.
And we have not been sponsored by Woodinville whiskey, but boy, would I love to change that. Woodinville whiskey is my favorite whiskey. It's my favorite rye whiskey for sure.
You know,
it may just be my favorite alcohol in general.
I mean, out of fear of accidentally interrupting you, wait till you're done.
No.
I mean, as much as I love drinking Woodinville whiskey, I'd be glad to interrupt you to drink some Woodinville whiskey and be forced to.
We've been drinking Woodinville whiskey this whole time.
Okay. Anyways, well, okay, no. So, for the record, with regard to Woodinville whiskey, I would like to. I can't necessarily recant a thing I've said in the past on the podcast, but in the past I made a joke.
Hang on, I know what you're going to say. I would say, for what it is worth, tread lightly, because if you've said it once and it was one of those funny, like, oh, somebody could take that out of context, saying it again does not make it better.
No, I'm not gonna say it again.
Okay,
but I made a joke involving, of course, like, yeah, like. I will tread lightly. Yeah, I made an inappropriate joke regarding like giving young people, underage people, liquor, and yeah, it's not really the kind of joke that I necessarily make in just my day to day. Thought it was funny at the time, but
first and foremost, it was a joke. It's very important.
Yeah, that is definitely first and foremost.
Yeah.
I mean, for goodness sakes.
I think
mean,
you
we're-
said that in that episode, not to interrupt. I do think that you said that in that episode, but it is definitely very important to be like, yeah, that was not real. Although now that I'm thinking about it, I think I made a similar joke.
We
not?
said some pretty horrible stuff about the Carbonaro effect, too.
Oh, yeah, that was a different episode. That was really good, though. But I don't give a shit about Anthony Carbonaro. Anyways, there's a point to be said that, like, probably anything we're saying is not really meant to be serious unless it's nice, and then it is. Woodinville Whiskey, hit us up. That has not changed.
Realistically,
I'll be calling you. Don't you fucking worry.
Yeah, I love enjoying Woodinville whiskey with my friends and families. I do. My over the limit of the drinking limit family. I do have a family that
Over the
includes
drinking age, yeah.
very young people, but they are not included in my people whom I share my Woodinville whiskey with.
Right.
Sometimes I'll make them smell it because then they're like, "Oh God," and they recoil in terror.
Yeah, and you'd be like, don't drink this.
But I do
It smells bad. Imagine how it tastes.
I do the same thing with like blue cheese and stuff.
I remember blue cheese is fucking awesome.
I love blue cheese, and it terrifies my family. I terrorize my family.
Could we be
with blue
sponsored
cheese.
by Blue Cheese?
Blue Cheese, sponsor us or fight us. I love blue cheese. Listen.
Hang on, for real.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Wait. Smell this. This is like one of my faves. I have more than one blue cheese.
Oh God, I love blue cheese.
Smell this. It's chunky.
Woo!
It's Marie's chunky blue cheese.
Oh my God.
It smells fucking awesome.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. You know, X Games. Okay. I fucking love blue cheese. But I remember I was just gonna say, like, I thought it was really funny. I came over to your house once, and I had just gone to Dairy Queen, and I had brought food because I don't remember what we were doing, but I remember that I went to Dairy Queen to get food, and part of my order was like, they're like, oh, you can... hang on, I gotta get my Dairy Queen worker voice on.
You get a free blizzard with that meal. What kind of blizzard would you like, sir?
That's what they sound like.
You get a free blizzard, sir. What kind of blizzard would you like?
Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Would you like blizzard?
We got a blizzard lizard. Would you like a blizzard, sir?
Okay, so anyways, I got, I don't even remember what the fuck it was. It was like a peppermint hot chocolate fucking blizzard. But I got a blizzard, and I remember I came over to your house, and your young, impressionable daughter was over there, and I was eating my food with this little blizzard on the table for me to eat it when I was done. And I think you took a bite of it because Lord knows if I have food, you will eat it. Unless it's got meat in it. So I lie to you all the time and be like, oh, that's not vegetarian. When like a lot of the food I eat is actually vegetarian. But like, oh, that's not vegetarian. So I do that to you. And she goes, ooh, ice cream. And she was like fucking ready to eat my ice cream. And you go, oh, Lorelai, you wouldn't like this. That's actually really spicy.
Yeah, instead of just telling her that she shouldn't eat things that are not hers and that she should ask first, I just choose to lie to her.
Yeah.
To scare her away from it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's good parenting.
Right.
I feel like I'm doing it.
Be like, no, you shouldn't eat that. It's full of worms and it'll give you Crohn's disease.
I work with a guy with Crohn's, man. He's got some stories.
I was about to ask who, and then I realized you'd be kind of like doxing one of your coworkers.
Yeah, for real.
So maybe in the in between, but not right
he actually
now.
like lives in town.
Yeah.
Anyways, Crohn's, don't sponsor us. It's a terrible disease.
Crohn's, to Google Chrome, and to the coronavirus. Please do not sponsor us and don't come anywhere near us.
I'm at the point where like I would love to have like a live stream of just like and like have chat open and have people say like basically come on to the chat.
Yeah,
and say like just throw things out there and say like, okay, this thing, would you want them to sponsor you or fight you?
That'd be fun,
say,
like a segment of sponsors or fight us.
Yeah.
It'd be like what I really want to do is like every 5 episodes we're doing a drinking game. If we get to a point where we can justify it, let's say at I would say somewhere between like 5 and 10,000 subscribers, right? between 5 and 10,000 subs, I'd like to do like every 10 episodes, do an AMA.
Yeah.
Or we'd be like, all right, so for this half of the show, we're going to either listen to music or not, and then just be like, yeah, we're going to do an AMA. So send in your questions, we'll have them screened, and then we'll just respond to them. But between those 10 episodes, you can send in as many questions as you want, and we'll try to just like respond. That'd be kind of cool to like actually listen to music and be like, this is this band, this is why we chose it, and this is the list or whatever. And then yeah, it's really good, so make sure you're listening to it. Anyways, first question. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We already have like actually, if you'd like, just for shits, I have one question that was posed by a listener who asked you a question, you specifically, if you'd like to answer it.
Go ahead.
You want to do this? You don't know what the question is.
Yeah.
I'll be quiet. I'll just let you respond. So this this came from Megan Gould, who is a friend of mine. Yeah, good thinking. This question came from Megan Gould, who's a friend of mine. And she asked, in reference to one of our now like much older podcasts, you had talked about, I believe it was on the female fronted episode, you had talked about how you used to be right leaning. She wanted to know what got you into that mindset and what got you out of it.
Oh my God, that's a great question.
I thought so, but I was like, I said, I'll ask him, but I'm going to wait until we have our first like real question thing. But now seems a good time as any. We got time. You got like 10 minutes for this album stuff.
Yeah, so what got me into right leaning okay. So I guess it's a big topic. I guess I'd like to I'd like to
yeah, that's my peen I was showing it.
I'd like to try to get in as much of a nutshell as I can. Okay, so I think with a lot of people in my generation, so in their
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Jeez. I'm trying not to interrupt though, because I roughly know the answer.
Yeah, well, okay, so me, people in their late 20s, mid to late 20s, I think I am of a generation of, and I feel like I'm being humble when I say this, that I am privileged, and I enjoy a lot of things that a lot of people in the world aren't able to enjoy. And I think for a long time I took that stuff for granted, and so I kind of jumped onto like the PC or the anti-PC bandwagon, and no one likes to. I don't think anyone likes to feel like they're being reprimanded or slapped on the wrist for thinking something's funny or saying something that's offensive. And so I think for a while I jumped on that bandwagon of feeling like I was like, middle finger up in the air, like fuck you for telling me what you think should be allowed and not allowed. And I kind of like got on that I guess somewhat rebellious bandwagon for a while, and naturally, God, you go on the internet, you go on YouTube in particular, and the amount of content to like really just justify that line of thinking is just innumerable. It's amazing, and some of the biggest con artists and just like sleaze bags in retrospect, exist in that circle. And after I grew up a little bit, and I realized that like there are other people in the world who have different perspectives and different ways they experience life and different privileges. I opened my eyes a little bit. I decided to like looking at a different perspective, and it was actually ContraPoints, who was the first like YouTuber who pushed me in, who pretty much grabbed me. Like, it sounds dramatic, but like it really just like, it was just like, like a jarring experience of like jumping into a cold pool or something. Like it was like like, because I think for the longest time I had understood like left-wingers or people on the left as being very like shrill and offended at everything, until I realized that that's really just like a fringe. Realistically, like I think people on the left, and of course I include myself there now, it's like we're very capable of thinking things are funny, and very few people are actually so offended by things that they're gonna just fly off the handle. It's really more about just like recognizing, you know, where you sit in the world and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I think ContraPoints opened up my eyes to the experience of like, you know, other people and other cultures and whatnot. And yeah, I guess that's my answer in a nutshell.
Very nice, very succinct. You know, now that I gotten to listen to you talk like that, I'm really more attracted to this idea of just being like, hey man, ask us questions. I'd say let's take that number back. Say if we get somewhere between 500 and 1,000, say maybe like 750, cut the difference. No, let's just say 500. If 500 followers, we'll start doing an AMA every 10 episodes. So you email us your questions at thefirstcut, THEE1STCUT@gmail.com, and we will respond to them every 10 episodes once we hit 500. But I mean, start asking them now if you want. We'll save them up. That was cool. I like that.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's a great question. Because, yeah, it's something I think about a lot. Because I genuinely feel like I was a lot more of an ignorant person. And I think it's actually a really good feeling to be able to say that, oh, I was a lot more ignorant, and now I'm a lot more knowledgeable and a lot more thoughtful and mindful.
Yeah.
It feels good to like be able to say that genuinely. So, yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, feels good. Feels good, man.
About ready to move on, Brody?
Yes. And dang, we got through the whole thing. It's not that very long.
Yeah, just about. We're on the last song.
But yes, Gifts for the Earth, beautiful music.
Yeah.
Especially to talk over and rant over.
Yeah, man. And we'll be right back with our last pick. All right, people. We're back with our last pick. The band is called The Village Bicycle, the album Terraforma. We're going to start things off with track 1, Intro, Dog Heaven. Now, Evan, you particularly like this
Do
pick.
dogs go to heaven?
I would say they do. You particularly like this pick. This band is from Cleveland, Ohio, but they're very, we like our fringe picks. It's a weird way to say that. This band is very, very unique, I would say.
They're different, yeah.
They are different.
Definitely, like, I didn't do like a full-blown listen, but definitely like a good skim listen of a good handful of the songs. And I think it sounds like very unique to me. It sounds like a lot different than your average bear. Average,
I think it gets into like prog rock territories even, which is pretty unique for dream pop. The only other band I would say that I feel like that I can think of that mixes dream pop and prog rock like really well is Vest Ascension.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still waiting to hear their new stuff because they had mentioned that they're working on an EP. But let me tell you, once I know of it, you will hear it.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. Nap Dreams.
Yeah, I like this band. I obviously we'll hear it a little bit as we get into it, but I feel like there were like a lot of different things, like
listed. That's interesting.
particularly rock styles that they're like mixing together. And so, it's not really dream pop, it's not really shoegaze, it's not really punk, it's not really post-hardcore, it's not really alt or indie. It's just, I felt like it was like kind of flowing nicely in and out of a lot of those styles, and it's kind of indicative of this crazy album cover that my not so great eyes are having a hard time like really telling what.
There you go, buddy.
Interesting. It looks like really
It's kind of almost
nasty,
look like.
but
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of almost look like adipose cells. I don't know what this is. This all looks like, the thing that I can't think of. Adiposes fat cells, if you needed me to mansplain that to you. It's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah,
just
I'm
kinda
gonna
like-
put on my other ear cuff. Actually.
I just kind of want to, once the second track starts, just kind of STFU and just listen and be a part of it for a minute.
I'm into it, brother.
I like the real buildingness of this first track.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. You know what would be a cool list to do eventually sometime too? Just like blind picks. Like fan picks. If we have a producer where the producer's like, no, I think you'll like this. And then we've never heard it. We're just listening to it for the very first time. Be kind of cool. Well, I really want to do that with. I know I'm doing the thing already that I said I wasn't going to do, but I do still really want to do that someday with the business. Maybe do a cooperative thing where pick some music that you think we'd really like that we could showcase on the show. It'd be cool. So you've heard it here first. The business in Anacortes, Washington. I'm not saying sponsor us or fight us, but get with us or.
Well, they know they'd
be
lose if
against
they
us.
fought us, so they'd be forced to sponsorship.
I don't know, man. I think Nick could throw a punch if he had to.
Yeah. I feel like,
I'm not saying that at all to be like, dude, that dude's a fucking brute or anything.
I know he acts very affable.
I bet he can hold his own.
Just while you'll just be laughing and chuckling, the next second you turn your head and turn it back around, and he's got a haymaker just wham right on your damn chin. He's capable.
I like Nick.
I mean, he's in a punk band after all, so
Exactly.
so yeah, he could probably thrash.
I like Nick. I like Nick and Evie. I don't want to just make that exclusive.
Which actually, this is interesting.
Both great.
Evie and I share a name. We're both named
true.
Evan.
It's true, but she goes by Evie, and you don't go by Evie.
Not anymore.
All right, shut your ass up.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Seriously.
Fuzzy bass a lot.
Yeah. Fuck.
Sleep to forget, sleep to dream about anything at all. Sleep will save you from all the monsters that await your waking life. The executioner awaits, the gallows fall.
Oh,
Look at their shows thing. I want to see if they're.
Don't
if
fucking tell me what to do.
If they tour around.
That's
That's it. Yeah,
well, I
this
mean,
is-
and
I would actually love to see a band like this perform live. Yeah. So if
Yeah,
they're
it'd be
ever on the
cool.
West Coast, if you guys are ever over here in our neck of the woods,
You know who I saw at the Alternative Library, who I think you would have really enjoyed when I saw them, was this dude who went by Tarsier Eyes.
like the animal.
Correct. I follow him on SoundCloud. I can send you some of his shit. It was really dope.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was I would say it was probably most similar to Dark Ambient.
Huh.
Yeah, I love the Alternative Library. I'd love to perform there someday, man. That'd be fucking cool.
Yeah, I would like to as well.
You've been before, right?
I've not actually been. I mean, I know where
Really?
it is, but
Oh, that's cool, man. You should totally go.
well, interesting
I think
enough.
they just moved, though.
I should move.
I think they just moved.
Oh, they just moved.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, interestingly enough, my wedding, which I was talking about earlier, was actually at a music store
I remember.
in the Anacortes, Washington, which is a town in Washington.
Ooh. Can I interject another AMA question? That this is not related to the show at all, but it was a question that was directed towards you that I've received.
Yes.
Friend Joy Westerman asks, Evan, why are you having your wedding at Kennelly Keys in Anacortes, Washington? I won't say the date because now I've really fucking said it.
Why?
I guess people can just show up every single day until they're like, you But
Well, we both love music, and we both love Anacortes, and Kennedy Keys is really cool, and they have a really cool like event space.
Oh, I didn't know that.
has a stage and PA, and they have all like instruments. They have a drum kit there. They have two pianos and
are we gonna have Piano Wars?
yes, Infowars.
Listen here, you son of a bitch! They're putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
It reminds me that like, oh my god.
Scooby-Doo, calm down.
They found the old man,
Jesus.
old man Jenkins.
Yeah.
So no,
Fucking dog.
you showed me that picture of Alex Jones on from like JRE or something. And he was like, he's like, what the elites don't tell you is the ducks at the park are free. I
haven't seen that. I think you were gonna say-
695 ducks.
Yeah. Oh wait, no. I sent you that? Didn't I?
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah. You said ducks. I thought you said, oh, come on.
Yes. Anyways. Yeah. So Kennedy Keys is awesome. I do intend to play some songs on stage. It's been a while. I'm a little rusty, but
It's really selfish of you.
Yes, sir.
You just had a webbing to make a bunch of people come to your live performance.
It's a webbing.
Yeah, that's
Having
what
a
I said
web,
on
trapping
it.
everyone in my web. You're stuck.
Yeah.
Okay, on that bombshell. Yeah. So anyhow,
I was just secretly trying to set that dog off. Would you stop throwing shit on my couch? I don't feel like drinking this anymore. I'm gonna throw this open container onto your couch and hope it doesn't spill over. Asshole.
I can't emphasize it enough. I really like this band. It's really great.
Well, there you go, Joy. If you're listening, your question has been answered. You're welcome. Although, to be fair, I don't think she asked that in a way like, hey, would you actually ask him? And then, for that matter, tell him that I asked. But, you know, hey, content. Am I right? He says. Our house is a mess. I like this band, man. This shit is cool. I want to see, hang on. What's up with this vinyl? It's pretty cool.
For those who don't know, vinyl is an old format of music in which giant plastic blobs. You just stick it. I think you put it like inside like a big machine, I think it was a microwave kind of style machine.
Hey, shut up. Okay, continue.
And you put it in the machine, and you hit the button, and it would start, and it would go, and it would melt the plastic. And as the plastic melted, a satisfying crackling sound would occur. I think that's what people used to use those for.
Have you ever microwaved a Cadbury egg to completion?
To completion? So it's not complete. So just a Cadbury egg you buy at the store is incomplete.
Well, you just fucking microwave it until it turns into charcoal. Have you never?
Well, I've definitely put them into my my
Butthole.
brick pizza oven that I no, yeah. which is what I call my butthole.
I was gonna say that's funny. If you do stick a Cadbury egg into your butthole and you squeeze hard enough, you can convince people to think it was something else, or at the very least that something else was in there.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wow.
What's that white cream coming out of your? All right.
All right. Oh, I feel like I have to use the gentleman's room.
Well, I mean, can you wait? Because like we're getting kind of close to almost done with the night.
I was gonna say it's good timing on my part.
Yeah, seriously. That Cadbury egg's kind of making its way back out.
Oh. I'm glad I didn't second the drink.
Well, I mean, I'm sure we're gonna have to, just because, you know, I don't want a fucking filthy backwash back in my bottle. But, you know, that's only one, and then you're for sure done. That was a car door, don't worry about it. That was a shotgun cocking, don't worry about it.
God.
What's that feeling on the back of my head? It's a gun, don't worry about it. What do you say we finish the song and then wrap up? Like as short as this pick has been, I think you know, this is a better one. I think to probably just listen on your damn by your damn self. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like pick it up, buy it on vinyl, give it an old spin or ooski.
Okay, so yeah, how can oh shit, I interrupted you. All right, well, I guess that's better. You too.
All right, this is I can't even remember. Number 4, I think.
Cleanse.
Cheers, buddy.
This is like self-flagellation.
Ugh. Yeah. What is that you used to say? Smooth but still whiskey?
Yes. Whew.
People, we've had so much fun here tonight. It's important to remember when you're remembering on this podcast that you've listened to that we've had so much fun here tonight. You have had fun.
And you just wasted your time listening to this. Cool.
You listen to me. Dave. Like.
Dave from apartment 206.
You're really lucky I didn't pour another one. Like, subscribe, share it with your friends, post billboards. I mean, fuck, we could use a street team. Why not?
A flash mob.
Yeah, dude. What are the niceties we typically say? Don't smoke meth. Don't speed in a school zone. If you see a heckin' good dog, pet it at least 3 times for good luck.
And I would say too, if you were thinking about committing like a serious crime, just sit down for a minute and just walk it back. Just.
That's actually good advice. Like if you were considering committing burglary, arson, high treason, or even low treason, like just maybe fucking
or jaywalking,
don't.
You know, stuff like that. Treason, jaywalking.
And if you're the president of the United States, delete your fucking Twitter.
Oh.
Good night, people.
Good night.